Welcome back to another 5-minute market update. Another massive liquidation event in the books. Over the last 24 hours, we're looking at about $1.4 billion liquidated in crypto. And what's interesting is that we're starting to see a shift in the tide where we saw so many liquidated longs for a long time. And then last night, we started to see more liquidated shorts. These are all the latecomers trying to short the very bottom of the move. It takes a special kind of stupid to short the very bottom of the move. But we could see here on CoinGlass a massive amount of liquidations. Now, before we get to charts, I have a couple of things to share with you real quick on X. One, I follow this guy, Tyler Durden. He's not Tyler Durden, but it's a character from Fight Club. But he's talking about Sonic Labs as an S. They're going to be having an airdrop in June. For all of you that are into airdrops, you could still participate in this. All you have to do is buy S and hold it in a wallet. The second thing is that Senator Lummis, is going to have her first digital asset subcommittee hearing. And they're going to be talking about blah, 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 blah. This is great, but this is an announcement of an announcement, just so you know. So I'm not like super duper pumped about it, but it's also not like terrible. Okay, let's talk about the market. This is the most important thing. First off, boy, oh boy, what a day yesterday was. We had a low here set at $89,000 and Bitcoin absolutely destroyed it, closing down 3%. And actually, it's the first time Bitcoin has been below the TBO cloud, I'm going to say since, October. It's been months. It's insane at how bad Bitcoin has been performing. But there are lots of little glimmers of hope. For one, we're seeing daily RSI at a level of, closing here yesterday, at 1849. The last drastic drop was on August 5th. Very, very similar, but not the same kind of pain. And speaking of pain, I don't think our pain is done yet with BTC. On the 4-hour time frame, the good things that I'm seeing happening right now are the fact that we saw RSI dip down to an extreme low of 10.4, and it has bounced up a little bit since then, but momentum's against us because Bitcoin has fallen so much, because it hasn't snapped back. My guess is that it's going to continue to fall today and probably find support. I'm really hoping at around 87,000. Now, the obvious truth is that we do have a CME gap all the way down here at $78,000 or 77.9. I really don't want to see BTC fall, but I mean, if it has to fall another 12% to close that gap, so be it. But I really don't want to see that happen, just like all of you don't, I'm sure. Now, Ethereum also had a brutal day yesterday. Monday was down 10%. Yesterday, though, was a very interesting candle. Notice the difference. A big, thick red candle, but another candle next to it with a long, lower wick. This, I mean, if I were a betting man, I would say that this is a nice hammer for Japanese candlestick terminology believers and followers, but the reality here, again, is that 4-hour RSI was massively oversold. It does not mean that Ethereum will not fall down again. I actually think everything else, after having a nice little retracement, everything will probably fall another 3 to 4% today, or rather it's my day now on Wednesday, but eventually things will recover. The reality, though, is that across the board, so many charts are insanely oversold, and they're also tired of being oversold. And I hate to tell you so, because I didn't even do a good job of this as myself, honestly, taking a lot of profits quickly. But I told you, once we get to the bounce zone for BVOL 7D, this typically means we're going to see some sort of extreme volatility for Bitcoin. And good grief, it shot up 32% yesterday. But the good news is that once we hit our rejection zone, this is where we typically see alts get a little bit of a relief move, but it's going to take a while. Bitcoin dominance is showing some really strange signals, to be honest. Given all the FUD and fear yesterday, you would think that the market was pivoting more towards Bitcoin, when in reality, it actually gave it all away. We saw Bitcoin dominance's RSI fall down a lot. We saw a TBT bearish divergence, which is really interesting. And stablecoin dominance, this one is the scarier one because this is showing more fear in the market. We have a TBO breakout on the daily time frame. Price is well above the cloud. It made a new high, unfortunately, and I hate talking about new highs on stablecoin dominance, at 7.21%. The last time we saw something similar to what we're seeing right now with these breakouts and these big extreme moves was back over here in June 2024. Now, what I want you to focus on here is look at RSI. Look at the similarity in RSI being extremely overbought and getting these breakouts. And then finally, we got to cool off. I know it went up higher, but look at the same thing happening. RSI is extremely overbought with a closed high at 81.2 yesterday, and it's continuing to climb. but I am expecting this to have a retrace. It's just going to take however long it's going to take. But the more interesting thing is that yesterday we saw a very big shift. We saw Solana, top 10, like BNB, XRP, Doge, ADA, SHIB, dominance shoot up about 3%, which is interesting. And more interesting than that, we saw this happen. Support on RSI, which is amazing. Others dominance as well. While it didn't close up above Monday's red close, it actually closed up green, meaning that the market was very impatient about this dump and the market wasn't buying it. Now, it doesn't mean that there's still not downward price action to come. I still think that we could see a lot of pain to come, although I do 100% believe that Solana will not see a lower RSI level because that was an extreme level. I'm going to make a video about that later. But again, these charts could still fall down another 3 to 5% today. So don't think that it's all done. But it's very clear to me that the market is tired of this bearish price action, noting all of these long lower wicks like this. It's really, really interesting to me. So a couple of ones to keep in mind. Filecoin is basically at a juicy support area, price-based support. This is a good entry for a long high. I know it's crazy to talk about longs right now, but there are also coins like RUNE that actually closed up yesterday 7%. Maker closed up 16% yesterday, and it's only a few percent away from our take profit target from the Better Traders Club trade setup. And then we have anomalies like NEIRO. This is a legit meme coin. Why is a meme coin pumping while Bitcoin is dumping? What's going on? Why is ACT, again, another meme coin, pumping right now? I thought memes were supposed to be dead. Be very careful about drawing any assumptions when you see Bitcoin dumping. And speaking of dumping, yes, I bought the dip on several counts. I bought the dip here on XRP using BTC to stack sats. I literally just happened to take profit, right? This is a predetermined take profit target and it hit it. Boom. We could probably see XRP fall down a little bit more, but I'm just trading it to stack sats. And this doesn't mean all of my trades are looking great. This one for MNT, I did not get a really good entry, but I'm still holding out for a move up higher to reduce my exposure in this. Ethereum, I missed the chance to take profit a couple times. I'm definitely taking the chance again. And Solana is down pretty bad, but I'm not really worried about it in the short term because everything just feels really tired and really done right now from falling and all this bearish crap that we've been going through. So if you're ready to learn how to have the confidence to actually buy the dip, how to weather the storm when crypto gets really, really, really awful, go to thebettertraders.com and either take a course. I highly recommend the 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom course, or if you want more actionable insights, signals, alerts, indicators, all that stuff, go to the club. And I would strongly suggest you sign up to the trader tier to get access to the TBO indicator, to our watch lists, to signals, alerts, all that fun stuff. There's a ton of stuff in this. So I know these videos are not 5 minutes anymore, but there's too much happening. Can you blame me? So until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.